Oh my goodness. I really enjoy listening to music before I get started and tutoring. You will notice in every one of my videos, I always have a music intro. I'm from the 90s. I really enjoy music. Nobody beats the biz. Nobody beats the biz. All right, let's get to the lesson. Now, today we're going to work on classifying triangles. Now, I'm going to go through a few examples and then I'm going to set you on your way. This worksheet is available. It's a free download from the CUDA website. I put the link there and let's get started. Now, when we're classifying triangles right here, we got to take a look at their angles as well as their side and then base your decision based upon the actual length, sides, and measure of the angle. Now, when I'm taking a look at this triangle, number one right here, I see an angle right here, and I automatically say this angle is greater than 90. So I know it's an obtuse, but we have two sides that are congruent. So this right here is an obtuse. Obtuse what? Isosceles. And that's an isosceles. Check my math on that. No, there is a C missing right here. Let me just kind of fix this up. Isosceles. That's what it is. Now, the second one right here, number two, if you take a look at the angle right here, is also an obtuse because it's greater than what? 90. And we take a look at the side. We have a side that has three different measures right here. So there's a fancy thing called scalene. So this is an obtuse scalene. And these are some of the things you have to kind of remember in geometry, kind of help you with the shape so you can look at the angles. Now, number four, let's go to three real quick. Three right here. Three, I noticed that there is a right angle here. And then I look at the sides right here, and these sides kind of look congruent. So this is a right isosceles. Also, now take a look at this triangle right here, and I noticed that the sides right here are less than 90, and I have two sides that are congruent. So this will probably be a what? Acute. Could someone help me out? What else? Acute what? Isosceles. Now let's get on to number five right here. Number five is just a right angle right here that's upside down. So this right here, I would consider this. You have three sides that are different. So this would probably be a right. When it has a thing called scalene. So it's a right scalene. Scalene is like when all the sides scalene are not equal. Now this right here looks like it's not drawn to scale, but this is what you call an equilateral triangle. And this is an A right here. All right, so now let's get to rest of this right here. Now here is where you have numbers at. So now if you take a look at this right here, number 7 right here, I'm just going to walk you through this, and hopefully you guys could download the sheet and work on this right here. Now this, I'm going to change the color to blue. We have all the angles are the same right here, and the sides are the same. So this right here, I'm just going to write the initial on it. Is an equilateral. right here. I'm just going to write it out. And all sides are equal. Now, if you take a look at this angle right here, you notice that all the angles are different and all the sides are different, but yet this is less than 90. So we got to say acute, right? And then what do you think this is an acute what? Um, if all there's a special angle that we did up there, and this is an acute what? Scalene? Yeah, so this is an acute scalene. So and I really enjoy kind of like teaching you guys. Now let's kind of jump around really quick. Number 9 right here, you can write it down. It's a 90-degree angle right here. So you know it's going to be a right angle. We notice that the sides are different. So it could be a right scalene because this side and this side, all three sides are different. And if you take a look at number 10 right here, you have two sides that are congruent, but you have a side that's greater than 90. So that's going to be your what? Obtuse. And what's this called? Isosceles. Isosceles when you have two sides that are the same or congruent. Now, let's move on to number 11. I'm just going to talk you through the goal of this is to have you download the worksheet and to write it down. I could write this down, but there's no benefit if you don't write it down. So I kind of like want to see you guys do some work. So this right here, we have two angles right here that are less than what do you call it? 90. So therefore you have an acute. But then you have these two sides right here is also congruent or the same. So you have an acute isosceles. And now for number 12 right here, just to walk through it, and you guys get it. These two sides right here are congruent. So this is a right isosceles. Now, let's move down to this worksheet. Now, at number 13, number 13 is going to require you guys to kind of identify what the diagram is and, kind of label it. Is this what type of triangles? Is this greater than 90, less than 90? So that's the goal of this worksheet right here. Now let's move to, I have two worksheets kind of intertwined, but this worksheet right here from 19 through 24 is going to ask you to draw it. So let's say if I do number 20 right here is asking for a right triangle. I'm going to try to draw it to scale. Now this side, let's get it better than that. So now this right here is my right triangle. But this side and this side, all three sides are different. So they ask you to kind of sketch out what an acute isosceles look like, a right isosceles. And if you need some help, you could go back up and kind of use the worksheet to kind of guide you. We did quite a few. Now, that's pretty much the end of this worksheet. At the end of this worksheet, there are answer keys. So download the worksheet, get as many practice as possible. The goal is to develop your math muscles. Again, this is Donovan Smith, your math coach. We're in the